Hi, I'm Todd Rollette from MoveThatBlock.com. So you've decided to rent an apartment or a house. What's in a residential lease? Most leases, again, they vary state by state, landlord by landlord, but most leases have a lot of common aspects. They'll identify who the tenant or the lessee is, who the landlord or the lessor is by name. They'll identify the specific property being rented. If it's in a community, it'll tell you what other parts of the property you have access and you're able to use. Can you use the pool? Can you use the garage? Are you entitled to specific parking spaces? It'll outline what the landlord's responsible for, as far as the structure. If something goes wrong with the heater, with the dishwasher, what the tenant's responsible for. It'll outline what the tenant's responsibilities are. It usually outlines a guest policy. Usually outlines who can stay in the house. Usually it says if your name's not on the lease, you can't stay for more than X amount of days overnight as a guest. Sometimes they'll stipulate where you can or cannot park. They'll outline what the rent is, how much the security deposit is, when you get the security deposit returned, what damage, reasonable wear and tear is allowed. Sometimes it'll stipulate that you can't put holes in the wall, you can't paint, you can't do different things. Sometimes it'll outline specifically what you can do. It'll talk about what happens in an event that there's a fire or destruction of the property, how you proceed from there. Usually it'll require signatures from all the tenants. Sometimes it'll outline reference to authorizing a credit check and saying that the tenant's financials have to be satisfactory to the landlord. It will outline whether pets are allowed, what type of pets are allowed. Sometimes there's hours, that you agree to keep music or certain things, television at certain volume levels. It'll talk about, if you don't pay the rent or you don't live up to your end of the lease, what would be considered a default, which would give the landlord the ability to terminate your lease. It'll outline those types of items. Those are the basics of a residential lease to rent an apartment or a house. If you have further questions, you can check out more information on our site. I'm Todd Rollette, and this is MoveThatBlock.com.